Okay, so we did a poll recently on the Facebook group asking what sort of training that people want to do, like how can we best serve you guys, how can we create some trainings that are actually going to help. And I always find these things interesting because it's almost the ones that get the least votes that are the most important. However, there was 3 at the top that I'll explain now, and we're going to do 3 different trainings over the next couple of weeks. So the first one, and number 1 that people wanted, was how to consistently bring in quality leads without paid ads and allow to hit 10K per month, and I assume that's every single month moving forward. Then we're going to go offer creation and packaging. Then how to get your first few clients. Then staying consistent is kind of how we're going to do that. So staying consistent got the least votes, which is pretty much the most important one. And then if we filter back up to the next one is like how to get your first couple of clients. Generally, the people are struggling with getting their first couple of clients more than how to get consistency, quality leads in each month. But we'll do that anyway because that's the way we do it. So that's the first thing we're going to do, and that's the training we'll do right now. I'm going to jump down on the computer and I'm going to show you all the strategies that we need to actually get to 10K per month, every single month. How do we get that lead flow in? I'll go through the worksheets, so just message me if you want any of the worksheets and I'll send those across as well. But let's dive in. All right, let's go. So the first thing is, all we need is a way to generate leads, to be able to convert those leads, and then to be able to deliver these clients a result, right? So if we've got those things in place, nothing else really matters at this stage. No automations, no funnels, nothing else is that important other than a way to generate leads, convert those leads, and then deliver to these clients. So if we think about those 3 things for a second, we think delivering to our clients, do we have the skills and ability to be able to deliver a result to the client we're looking for, yes or no? And if we do, then we can progress. If we don't, then we've actually got to figure that out first. And if we move back a step and go, okay, well, the next thing is, do we have a way to actually generate leads? Now, to generate leads and quality leads that we can actually convert and sell to, we've got to make sure that we've got a client base or a lead base or a lead source of our ideal clients. If we don't have that, then it doesn't really matter. So we still have to start here no matter what. So you can skip forward into this video if you think you've got this dialed in, but 99.9% of you will definitely not have this dialed in, so definitely start here. So we have a look at this here. We've got a niche definition worksheet. So I'm not going to go through this into too much detail, but you can get access to this just by asking for the niche definition worksheet. I'm more than happy to send this stuff across. So we've got to define who it is that we help. The more detail that we can actually get in identifying who our actual avatar is. Now and I talk about this, like we figure out this person to the most detail we possibly can, then everything that we do with our marketing is talking to this person. So we have to think about it. Let's say the person's name is Jane. Everything we do is talking to Jane. Would Jane actually like this? Is this going to help Jane? Would Jane buy this? Now, if we can get into that sort of detail, all our posts, all our content, and everything we do is actually quite easy, and it works because we know what Jane wants. So when we talk to Jane, we talk about her pain points, her problems, what she's moving away from. Is she sick and tired of waking up and hating herself and being sick of this person? Or is it she wanting to get into shape before she goes over to Bali for the next 6 weeks, like towards that goal? And once we know that, then our marketing becomes very easy. But to know how to do that, we need to know who Jane is. So we have to start here, understanding Jane. So go through that there, figure that there out. Then from there, we have to go, okay, well, what are we offering to Jane? Do we have a program now, or do we need to build something that's going to help Jane? Jane doesn't just want to work. She doesn't just want a nutrition plan, and she doesn't want a diet plan. She wants a result, right? So we've got to identify, well, what is the result that she wants, and do we have a training plan, a nutrition plan, a coaching plan, and all the skills needed to actually supply that to Jane? So if we go to this one here, we can actually break this down, like crafting what it is that she wants. What is our 12-week program? And I'll send you through a copy of this. This is a filled out version just to use for this video here, but we need to break that right down. What do we do for her over the next 12 weeks? And we can break this right down and come down to the bottom here. What's our delivery method? How do we actually deliver this? What do we do with her for week 1? What do we do for week 2? What's our pricing? Figure all this sort of stuff out. Once we've got that, that's all done. Let's pretend we've got this. Fire through, if you want the home run thing, send that across. Okay, but now we need a way to actually track all our lead source. So if we're not tracking, then we can't make 10K per month. So we can have a look at this and go, okay, these are all our post structure. And with that there, if I just show you quickly, we can send you through this here as well. What we post and when, go through that there. Back to this. And then we're just tracking what works, what doesn't, conversations had, okay? End of day procedure, how many what were our KPIs, how many followers did we have, like just everything is right here and it's already built out for you. So just fire through if you actually want this, and I can send this across too. How many call offers were made, where they come from, Facebook, Instagram. We're looking at building a business, not just helping people, right? We can't just go, I'm going to post some workouts and do a double bicep flex in reverse and front angle, and then people will buy from us. They won't, I promise you. So what we have to do is we have to know our numbers and start tracking our stuff as we do this. So this has got everything we need. Call offers made. Did we offer them a call? Facebook, Instagram, the posting through here, group tracking as well. Everything is in here. Then what we need is we need leads, right? So they've got the post template plan that you can have as well. I just quickly ran through that. There's no point just going through every piece of this in detail because it's already made out. But if you want it, let me know. Okay, and then we need a script. So if we're having conversations with people, how do we guide this? This is the number one thing that I see coaches and trainers getting wrong. They are either coming in way too hot, or they're not even offering, and they're somewhere in the middle. And it's like a really minor detail to actually get things right. But we need to find out, like, somewhat get to know the person, but just know what they're struggling with. Like, who are they? What are they struggling with? Why are they? How long have they been struggling with that? What are they doing wrong? What don't they know? What do they need help with? Are they open to getting some support? If they're wanting some support, then let's have a chat. Simple as that. But here's all the scripts and stuff as well. Again, lead flow, conversations, all of this here. If you want to have a look at this, let me know, and I'm more than happy to send that across. What it comes down to from here to actually get to that 10K per month is literally just this: numbers and volume. How many people do we need to actually talk with each day, each week, and each month? Because once we have a formula, then we just repeat the formula, and this is where people go wrong. If they don't track, they can't get the numbers to create the formula. So if you have to have like 150 followers on Instagram, 40 conversations started each day on Facebook, then that's the numbers to get you, say, 4 calls, 1 client. And if you're selling $1,000 product, then all we do is reverse engineer that. So you got to go 10 of those per month to get to 10K per month. Okay, so what do we need to do that? This is where people say, hey, it's a shitload of work. I know it is. But we can't create systems until we know what to create systems for. First, we identify our bottlenecks, then we create systems to be able to free up our time so we can start building those systems. If you're building up systems to accommodate things that aren't working, then the system won't work because it's not working. So we have to figure it out. What's the bottleneck? Where are we stuck? Okay, don't have enough lead flow. We're not doing enough call offers. We've had 2 call offers and no clients. No shit. We have to go back and go, well, how do we make call offers? Okay, how many conversations do we have on Facebook? 3. Okay, number's too low. No wonder we don't have any clients. Get those numbers up, get those conversations going. And the other thing, team, is like, it's okay to suck. It's okay to be shit at this. It's okay to be not good at all, because the only way you're going to get better is by doing this stuff over and over, because then you can grow and scale. This is the process that you actually go through. This is the process that we take our clients through. We have to identify this, figure this out, then we can start outsourcing this, because you can't teach somebody to have conversations. You can't teach somebody to book in calls with you. You can't teach someone to sell for you if you can't do it yourself. Doesn't matter what other people say. If they say they can teach you to do this, they can get people to do that, you've never mastered the skill. And I think the fact that the time that it takes for you to learn these things is the exact amount of time you need. So if it takes you 1 year to get this right, then it's going to take you 1 year. If you can do it in 3 months, then it's going to take you 3 months. The only way you're going to know how long it's going to take is by the end result. Because if you're making 10K per month, then you've already mastered it. You've already got this organic process dialed in. If you're only making 1,000 a month, then you're 10% of the way. You've got 10% of the knowledge to actually achieve this. So you've just got to keep pushing forward and learning. Don't just keep repeating the same silly things over and over. Acquire more skills. But we can only do that by identifying the bottleneck. If it's lead flow, then we have to go back to marketing. If it's conversion, then we need to work on our sales, but work on the one thing that's holding your business back. Hopefully that was helpful. If you need any of these scripts, just let me know. I'm more than happy to send these across to help you out, because it is really hard, and a lot of the information that you're probably getting out there is just confusing. So let's just break it down to the simplest form and just say we need to have a certain amount of conversations to get a certain amount of clients, then we are where we're at. Wherever we're at is where we're at. From there, we can progress and move forward by knowing where our bottleneck is and improving on that. So hopefully that's helpful. Hit me up in the chat if you want any of these. If you have any other questions, you want any other training, more than happy to just build them out for you guys.